Hello and welcome to Magnetic Symbols, a channel where we look at ancient Japanese kanji characters and use them as focal points to help still the mind and bring us into an awareness of the joy and the serenity that is already present in our lives. My name is Paul, and today's video is another hands-on practical video where you can learn to paint Japanese kanji characters at home as a fun and meditative practice. Today's character teaches us the 4 basic directions: horizontal, vertical, diagonal to the left, and diagonal to the right. It is the character for tree, which is pronounced ki in Japanese. So let's take a look at ki. So this is the character ki, which means tree. Isn't it beautiful? So simple, yet very well balanced and solid. We have the vertical stroke of the trunk, the horizontal branches, and these diagonal roots. This character has 4 strokes. And remember, when we paint Japanese kanji, we generally start from the left and go to the right, and from top to bottom. So in a moment we'll do this with the brush. Just 2 points. One is for the horizontal and the vertical stroke. At the end, generally we stop. So we go across, and then just at the end of the stroke we sort of lift the brush a little and then bring it down again and stop. And coming down, same, coming down, and then towards the end you stop a little bit, raise the brush momentarily and press it down again into the paper. But with these diagonal strokes, we come to the end of the stroke and then we slowly lift the brush off the paper. So we don't actually stop, we keep going. And this one down and to the right, when we get towards the end, we pause a little and then change the direction and we come more to the right. Lift the brush off the paper, like that. So grab a brush, grab some paper, and let's get started. Okay, so I have my printout, tree. I'm going to place this under the paper. And today I'm going to use brown with a bit of red just to bring out that fiery, earthy look for the tree trunk. Let's mix that together. Okay, so the first time we're just going to trace the tree underneath the paper to give us an idea of the length and the position of each stroke. I really like this character because it has 4 basic strokes, all in a different direction. You've got horizontal, vertical, and 2 diagonal strokes. So let's start with the horizontal stroke. Starting at the left side, press down and drag the brush across the paper to the right. Get to the end, lift the brush up a bit, push it down again to end the stroke. Next, vertical. Put the brush at the top of the paper and lift it up a little bit and drag it down, 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 and get to the end, lift it up a little bit and press down again to end the stroke. Next is the diagonal stroke down and to the left. So bring the brush, sweep it down to the left and slowly lift it up off the paper as you get to the end of the stroke. Like that. And the last one is diagonal down to the right. Starts off thin and it slowly gets thicker towards the end of the stroke. You sort of pause about here, change the direction and go a little bit more to the right as you lift the brush off the paper. And there you go, tree. And the second time I'm going to leave the tree underneath the paper, and I'm going to enjoy watching my brush either flow along the lines underneath or deviate from them, not really caring so much how it looks. Here we go, horizontal stroke. Vertical stroke. Diagonal. Next diagonal. Okay, so now there's no stencil under the paper. I know the basic shape of tree. We go across, down, and then 2 vertical strokes. I'm just going to experiment with different amounts of pressure on the brush and different amounts of ink. Let's see what the first one looks like. Okay, now I'm going to experiment with texture. I'm going to add a bit of yellow here and some more brown. It's the base colour. And a bit of red. Keep them separate. And I'm not going to mix it with any water so that the paint will be quite thick. And that will represent the thickness of the bark. So let's see what happens next. Okay, so here are some of the trees we painted today, starting in the top left with the standard form, moving across with varying degrees of expression and varying amounts of pressure and ink or paint on the brush. Personally, this one's my favourite. I just love the thickness of the paint, which really gives that texture of bark appearance to the character. Which one is your favourite? I would love to know. A, B, C, D, E or F. Please leave a comment below if you'd like. And thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you would like to get new videos as soon as I've posted them. And until our next video, just continue having fun, playing with this. Tree is a great character. It's very simple and symmetrical and solid. And it represents, our friends the trees, who do so much for us. Rooted into the earth, they hold the soil together, they stretch up high into the sky, and they cleanse the air, and they provide us with life-giving oxygen and material for furniture in our homes. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.